SEMRush is one of the most powerful SEO tools on the market, but if you have ever run a site audit and seen 100+ errors staring back at you, it can feel overwhelming. Where do you even start? Which errors actually matter? Which ones can you ignore? Today, I am going to cut through the noise. I'm going to show you which SEMRush errors to prioritize, which ones to tackle first, and exactly how to fix each one. My name is Jordan with May Media, and we run SEMRush audits for every client we work with. And after hundreds of audits, I have learned exactly which errors move the needle and which ones are just noise. Subscribe if you want more walkthroughs like this. We are going to break down marketing tools and strategies every single week for you guys. Quick note before we start. If you do not have a SEMRush account yet, you can run a limited audit on their free tier, but to get the full picture, you will at least need a pro plan. I will not be going through how to set up an account today. That's going to be a separate video that's coming soon. Today is all about understanding and fixing what the audit tells you. When you run a site audit in SEMRush, it categorizes every issue into 3 buckets. Errors, which are the most severe, shown in red. Warnings, which are significant but less urgent, shown in orange. And notices, which are informational, shown in blue. The natural instinct is to work through all of them, but I want you to resist that urge. Here's what most people get wrong. They see a high error count, maybe 150 errors, and they panic. But not all errors carry the same weight. A broken canonical tag on your homepage is more damaging to your SEO than 50 missing alt tags on decorative images. Impact is what matters, not volume. I'm going to show you what I call the red flags. These are the errors that I have seen have the biggest impact on rankings when they get fixed. Here they are. Number 1, broken internal links. Number 2, duplicate content issues. Number 3, missing or duplicate title tags. Number 4, broken canonical tags. Number 5, redirect chains and loops. And number 6, slow page speed. Let me show you how to navigate this. On the audit dashboard, click into the Issues tab. You can sort by errors first and then filter by category. SEMRush groups issues into categories like crawlability, HTTPS, international SEO, performance, and so on. We're going to focus on the ones that show up the most and hit the hardest. Error 1, broken internal links. Broken internal links are links on your site that point to pages that no longer exist. Every broken link is a dead end for both your visitors and for search engines. When Googlebot hits a broken link, it wastes crawl budget and the link equity that was flowing through that link evaporates. SEMRush tells you exactly where each broken link lives. It shows you the page the link is on and the dead URL it is pointing to. The fix depends on the situation. If the target page was moved, update the link to point to the new URL. If the page was deleted, but there is a relevant replacement, set up a 301 redirect. If there is no good replacement, just remove the link entirely. Error 2, duplicate or missing title tags. Your title tag is the single most important on-page SEO element. It is what shows up as the blue clickable link in Google search results. If multiple pages on your site share the same title tag, Google does not know which one to rank. If a page is missing a title tag entirely, Google has to guess what the page is about, and Google guessing is never ideal. Go through this list and make every title tag unique. Each title should accurately describe the specific content of that page and include your primary keyword for that page. Keep it under 60 characters so it does not get cut short in search results. Error 3, duplicate content. SEMRush flags pages that share a high percentage of identical content. This happens constantly with e-commerce sites where every product page is the same description template with just the product name swapped out. It also happens with service pages that are too similar, like a plumber who has a separate page for plumbing repair in city A and plumbing repair in city B, and the content is 95% identical. You have 3 options. Rewrite the content so each page is genuinely unique. Use canonical tags to tell Google which version to prioritize, or consolidate the pages into one stronger page if they do not need to exist separately. Error 4, broken canonical tags. A canonical tag tells Google this is the master version of this page. But if your canonical tag points to a URL that does not exist, returns a 404 error, or points to a completely unrelated page, you are sending Google a broken signal. It's like giving someone directions to a house that was demolished. The fix is to check every canonical tag that SEMRush flags. Make sure it points to a live accessible URL. Make sure that URL is the page you actually want indexed, and make sure that that the canonical is self-referencing on pages that do not have duplicate issues, meaning the page points to itself as the canonical. Error 5. Redirect chains and loops. We covered this in the Search Console video too, but SEMRush gives you an even more detailed view. It flags any redirect that hops through more than one URL before reaching the final destination. Each hop costs you crawl efficiency and bleeds a small amount of link equity. The fix is to flatten every chain. Page A should redirect directly to page C, no middleman. Go through each flagged chain, update the redirect at the source, and eliminate the intermediate hops. Error 6. Slow page speed. SEMRush flags pages that exceed load time thresholds. This ties directly into the core web vitals we discussed in the Search Console video. SEMRush tells you which pages are slow and often tells you why. The usual suspects are uncompressed images that are way too large, too many JavaScript files loading at once, render blocking CSS, and no browser caching. Page speed is one of those areas where a few quick wins can make a massive difference. Compress your images, enable browser caching, minimize your CSS and JavaScript, and if your server is slow, upgrade your hosting. We talked about hosting in the Search Console video too. It keeps coming up because it genuinely matters. Let me give you a specific workflow for 404 errors, because this is one of the most common and the most impactful cleanup tasks we do for clients. Step 1. Export the full list of 404 errors from SEMRush. Click into the 4xx errors, then use the export button to download it as a CSV or Excel file. Step 2. Cross-reference this list with your backlink data. You can do this right inside of SEMRush using the backlink analytics tool or use the links report in Search Console. What you are looking for is which of these dead pages have external websites linking to them. Step 3. Check for historical traffic. Open Google Analytics and look at the page level data for these URLs. Were any of them getting organic traffic before they went dead? Step 4. Set up 301 redirects for any 404 page that has backlinks or had traffic. Point each redirect to the most relevant existing page on your site. If a blog post about email marketing tips was deleted, redirect it to your current email marketing page, not your home page. Step 5. Rerun your audit. After you have implemented your redirects, go back to SEMRush and run a fresh audit. You should see your 4xx count drop significantly and your overall health score improve. That entire workflow, export, check, redirect, rerun, I can do it in under an hour for most sites. And the impact is immediate. Those backlinks that were pointing to dead pages are now flowing to live pages. That wasted authority is being recaptured. This is one of the highest ROI activities you can do in SEO. SEMRush gives you an overall site health score as a percentage. Let me set some expectations. A perfect 100% is nearly impossible and not necessary. If you are above 90, you are in excellent shape. Between 70 and 90, there is meaningful work to do. Below 70, you have some urgent issues that are likely holding you back. But here's what I really care about. More than the absolute number, I care about the trend. Are you improving every month? That is what matters. SEMRush lets you compare your current audit to previous ones, so you can see if your site health score is going up, staying flat, or going down. My recommendation is to run a site audit monthly. Set a recurring calendar reminder because new errors pop up all the time as content is added, pages are restructured, plugins update, and things break. If you're not auditing regularly, errors accumulate silently. Here's something powerful. When you combine Search Console and SEMRush, you get a complete picture. Search Console shows you how Google is actually experiencing your site. SEMRush shows you problems before Google even flags them. Think of it as reactive versus proactive. You want both. Let's wrap up. Today, we covered how to read your SEMRush audit dashboard, the 6 critical errors that have the biggest impact on your rankings, a step-by-step workflow for cleaning up 404 errors, and how to use your audit score and trend data to track your progress over time. Next week, we are shifting gears completely. We're going to talk about data strategy, specifically how to build a first-party data strategy that future-proofs your marketing. If you think SEO is the only thing that matters, this next video is going to open your eyes to a whole nother dimension. Subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss it. Leave a comment with your biggest SEMRush headache. I want to know what audit errors you are dealing with and how I can help you guys more. See you guys next week.